Also, our reporter Tindi Mwale is in Parliament trying to follow up this latest developments for us. He now joins us live with an update. Tindi, a very good afternoon to you. The Leader of Majority now says they will be considering cutting budgets for the state agencies that are involved in graft especially. How is this likely to be received?
Well, good afternoon, Akisa. I can confirm from a member of the Budget Committee, that being Minority Leader John Mbadi, that indeed the report on the 2018-2019 financial year's budget statement will be tabled in the House by latest Wednesday morning. That's to give the members an opportunity to review it for the better part of the week. Remember, in the wake of the renewed war on graft, I did speak to Majority Leader Aden Duale, who confirmed that increased allocations to key state agencies that are in the anti-graft war, including the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, as well as the Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission, is one of the top priorities in this year's budget statement. But besides that, remember, there's also talk of aligning the budget to President Uhuru Kenyatta's Big Four, that's to cater for his four key legacy pillars, that to include universal health care, affordable housing, manufacturing, as well as food security. But besides that, perhaps after the tabling of that particular report in the House on Wednesday, remember the spotlight will turn to CS for Treasury Henry Rotich on the 14th of June, when he is expected here in the House to defend that particular budget, with key focus being on how he's going to raise the 2.5 trillion that is the estimate for this year's budget, and of course explain how he arrived at the various allocations in the key arms of government. But that has already been handled by the different committees in Parliament that of course informed the final report that will be tabled by the Budget Committee. But besides that, if we could get a quick thought from one member of Parliament as Parliament resumes tomorrow. Mheshimiwa Tindi Mwale, you resume tomorrow. It's been a month of recess. Perhaps what should we expect, besides the budget talk, what should we expect from you as members of Parliament in this particular session?
Thank you very much. We're expecting to have a very heated debate on the corruption scandals, because we have seen so many parastatals and heads of parastatals, especially the NYS. We have seen people being arraigned in court. We want to discuss as the Parliament the measures which the government is supposed to take, so that we kind of come up with a very clear strategy on how we are going to tackle the issue of corruption in this country. And also we want to look at some of the departmental committees, some of the reports, because like in public investments, we have energy and the budget. We have had some interrogations with these state corporations, and we have already come up with some reports. And those reports, we want to table them before the Parliament, so that we look into the running of the government.
Mm-hmm. Yes. My very final question, Mheshimiwa, Parliament resumes at a time when your oversight mandate as members of Parliament has been put in question. In fact, at one point, the National Assembly Speaker, Justin Muturi, questioning the seriousness of members of Parliament in their watchdog role over the other arms of government. What changes should we expect from you as members of Parliament heading forward?
I think the Speaker gave his suggestions about how we perform on the floor of the House, but he didn't mention everyone. And therefore, I believe those mentioned or those who may be affected will have to pull up their socks, so that we give a very good legislative duty, because that's what we elected to do. And also I believe that the members of Parliament were having a difficulty in knowing the procedures and maybe using the digital platform. And now, since we are almost coming to a year since we were elected, then members are able now to familiarize very well with the system.
Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa. Akisa, I don't know how